Hello, welcome to Geeking Out with Shad. This video is going to be pretty short, but I want to do an update after I did my long range video, which was I think over a half hour long, right? This one should be under 5 minutes, I hope. I just drove back home from my property, so same distance. And I drove a lot faster and there was less traffic, so I was able to maintain my speed, so I wasn't in any stop and go traffic or anything like that. And it made a big difference on the remaining range that I have now that I got back home. So let's look at it. It is 93 miles, it says, remaining range. And so I could tell by watching that when I'm going above 70, so I had my speed set at 72 for most of the way, the long stretch, it's called 169. And then there's a short stretch of 94, which I believe is about 6 or 7 miles, and I was doing between 75 and 80. Then I slowed down getting into the cities to around 65. And I could tell the difference when I was doing above 70 and even especially that much faster speed on 94, that this would go down quicker. And then it's almost like I remember a long time ago, I used to have this Chevy Silverado. It was a 77 Chevy Silverado. It had a 4-barrel carburetor. And when I hammered it and floored the gas, I could literally see the gas meter move as I was going fast. I mean, it was crazy how much gas that thing would use when you floored it. It was a 350, by the way. 350, I don't remember how big the carburetor was, but it was big. Anyway, let's get back to this. So a few other things you'll notice are different is I have 5% climate setting because I did run air about half of the drive because it was pretty warm when I left. And if we look at these numbers, 143.3, the reason why that's a little longer is I did drive into town this morning, get coffee and breakfast, and back to my property. So that added about 8 or so miles to the total trip distance, and so on and so forth. So 3.5 miles a kilowatt hour. A much bigger reduction, but I did learn something. I was using this to figure out my kilowatt hour usage, and this is based on that distance, which is the distance since I bought the car, because I haven't reset it. So that 4.1 is the overall distance over 1,063 miles. This is the kilowatt hours for the trip. So on my way up there it was 3.9, not 4.2 like I said in the video. So that's my correction. So there you have it. Going faster speeds, and you know, just in general, like not even that much more. I drove at 69 miles per hour up there, but I was also in stop and go traffic a good number of times. And I didn't get to go fast on 94 where it's above 70 miles per hour and everybody does 75 to 80 because 94 was stop and go that whole stretch. So big difference in how much I used, probably about 30 miles of difference in range. I will check elevation levels between Minneapolis and where my property is, just out of curiosity to see if it's mostly downhill going there and mostly uphill coming back. Both days the wind was really calm, so I know it wasn't a wind thing. So I'm gonna bet that we're pretty close to the same sea level or elevation level above sea level. And I'm gonna guess that it was the speed and how I was driving that caused this reduction. So anyway, just wanted to do an update on that to show real world driving and how people actually drive and how it affects range. Again, temperature today was like 68 to 70 for most of the drive, so ideal for batteries. So there we go. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Peace.